everybody, Ryan Medora here, and I have another lesson on beginner improvisation for you. So I've put out a couple of ebooks, Beginner Improvisation for Bass Players Volume 1, which you can get for free. It's a download on my website. Head over to ryanmedora.com and you can grab it. And I also came out with Volume 2, which is more than Volume 1. There's just more stuff. Takes all the concepts a step further, and that can be found on my website as well. But today I wanted to provide you a lesson to kind of work through some of the stuff that you might find in the ebook, and then also just, show you some cool stuff on the bass. We're going to talk about improvising, learning chord tones, learning where to find some other notes, and helping you come up with your own bass lines, fills, or maybe even get prepared to solo. Who knows? It's a wild world out there. Anyway, we're going to talk about something very near and dear to my heart, which is a minor sounding chord progression. Now, when you're learning a song, sometimes you realize, oh, it sounds very major, sometimes it sounds minor. And the cool thing is that you can approach minor harmony oftentimes in relation to a major key. So if, let's say, we're playing in the key of A major, my relative minor, or the key that would be, a minor sounding key that happens to have the same notes as the key of A, would be starting on the 6th scale degree, which would be F sharp. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This F sharp minor would be the relative minor to A major. Now this is cool because you can think about a chord progression in minor, if you'd like, or you can think about it in relation to the major key. This is something that, if you're familiar with the Nashville number system at all, a lot of it is built off just relating everything to the major keys. But it's also just kind of a cool way to understand harmony. But I like to think about things as, relating to the major key. So I came up with this chord progression. It goes 6, 5, 4, 6. Or if we're in the key of A, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. F sharp minor, E, D, back to F sharp minor. If you were to play power chords, it would sound like that. Kind of all along the Watchtower-y. Lots of rock music uses this chord progression. Usually it's in, not usually, it can be found in all different keys. You can find the same chord progression in every key. But for right now, we're going to be working in the key of A, and we're going to go 6, 5, 4, 6, or F sharp minor, E major, D major, back to F sharp minor. Now to do this, to start improvising, I'm just going to find my root notes in a couple different places. I'm going to say, all right, here's an F sharp, E, D, back to F sharp. Then I'm going to say, well, I could actually find this F sharp lower. I have a lower E, and unfortunately, I am not playing a 5-string. If I played a 5-string, I could find a low D. It'd be on the 3rd fret of my imaginary B string. Or I could just play the D right here, where I was playing it before. F sharp, E, D, and then back to F sharp. I could maybe even play it again, but resolve to that higher F sharp. I could even find the F sharp here. Whoa. So just by playing root notes and searching for those notes in different places on the instrument, you're already starting to improvise. You're already starting to play with register, and that's a really cool thing to be able to do. The next thing you can do to add a little something to your bass line is to start working in notes of the arpeggio. So you could play the root, the 3rd, the root, the 5th, the root, the 3rd, and the 5th, the root, the 5th, and the 3rd. Oh my gosh, so many different combinations. I'm going to start off just by playing the full triad. I'm going to grab a minor triad on my F sharp minor chord. And, fun fact, there is a minor triad or minor arpeggio lesson out there floating around on my channel. So if you want to get some minor shapes under your belt, check out that video. But right now I'm going to say, all right, here's my root, my minor 3rd, and then my 5th. I can play it like this. Outline that minor F sharp chord. Then I'm going to play a major triad starting on the E. And this is an interesting shape. I'm using my pinky and then my ring finger for the 3rd, and then I'm playing the 5th with my index finger. So instead of playing E, G sharp, B in this position, I'm just finding the notes like that. And that lets me adhere to my 4-fret span. And then I'll play my D major arpeggio like so. So if I play the chord progression, sounds cool already. I could even give it a reggae vibe. And that's super fun. I can also just flip these notes around in the arpeggio. So before I was playing root 3rd 5th, what if I went root 5th 3rd? And what if I turned it into a reggae? Pretty cool. It could be a reggae song, it could be a Clash song, it can be whatever you want it to be. But you're improvising by using notes in the arpeggio. You could also find them down here. Well, same cool thing. F sharp minor triad, but lower. How cool. All I did was I played notes in the triad, but I moved around different directions. You can do this too. So this is just a great way to start improvising. Finding your root notes in different places, finding your arpeggio shapes, playing around with them, getting them in different registers. This is what you need to do to be on your way to improvising a bass line, coming up with cool parts, creating fills, and breaking away from just always playing and only playing the root note. So I hope you found this lesson useful. Again, head over to my website, ryanmedora.com, and you can find Beginner Improvisation Volume 1 for free on the ebook page and Volume 2 in my store. So have a great day, everybody. Happy practicing, and keep it groovy.